I am the owner and creator behind CarolJo's. It is where community and creativity come together in the jewelry and accessory world. We do lots of different things here. We will do lives where we will chat about different things that you have about questions on jewelry making or accessories. We may do open up a box on a haul. You know, we do all kinds of fun things in the chat. Also, hi Sissy, thank you. We also go live with what we call Makers Meetup, and we have one of those tomorrow night. A Makers Meetup is where you get to come, you can come on the live and show us what you've been working on. It's a time for us just to come together and talk. The chats are more geared at making sure we're answering everybody's questions, whereas the Makers Meetup is just us sharing time together. We don't even have to talk about jewelry and that type of thing, but we need to keep it positive. Hello, Geraldine. Then we also do tutorials where we show you step by step how to create jewelry and accessories. So that's what we've got going on today, and I'll show you our example there. And we also do what we call events. The live events are where you get to claim items that you would like to possibly add to your collection. We do have one of those tonight at 8 p.m. Central. We'll have about 25, 26 items for tonight's live event. And there is, of those, we have 2 items. They're the same thing. One is a bag and one is a strand. We'll have those as a return to the studio, but we've got everything else is new for tonight's debut event. All right, so what are we doing today? We are going to take and make what we're calling the Octa-Charm keychain. We're going to use octagon-sized beads, silicone beads, to create a keychain or a purse charm, bag charm, whatever you want to call it. So that's what we are going to do today. This one is a white ghosty with the pumpkin pail. The one that we're going to use for the example, we're just going to use a plain white ghosty. And then I'm going to do one that isn't Halloween related. It's just one that's a fun one. And it says, all the pretty girls like to sip like this. And it's got the little Stanleys. And that one, we're actually going to end with a tassel instead of doing it this way. So I'm going to give you 2 ways to end. Oh, that's okay. Awesome. That came a day early, wasn't it? Was it supposed to be here to you on Wednesday? So, all right. So things that you are going to need for this project is silicone beads. We need 1 focal. You can use any type of beads that you want in between. If you want this to be longer, use more beads. You can use lentils. You can use the abacuses, which we have here. And we can also use the 9, 12, or 15 millimeter round. If you want to use a print, you sure can. We just are going to end it with the octagon beads. And we have 2 different sizes today. There are the 14 millimeter, which is this one, or you can use also the 17 millimeter one. And this is the 17 millimeter size. Thank you. And so you'll need those. You will need a swivel closure. And so I'm going to grab those here. We've got the same style that we're using there. We're going to have that one here. So we got 1 for each one of the focals that we're going to use. And then you can use either 1.5 or 2 millimeter size cord. I have the 1.5 today. I am in the United States in South Dakota. So this is what we are going to be using. We're using the 1.5. And then for the one that we are going to use the tassel on, I just got 1 tassel for that one. Tools. You're going to need a loop turner. It makes getting them onto the cord easier. A pair of scissors and a torch of some kind. You can use a lighter. TikTok doesn't allow us to, so I just use a butane torch to do this. Hi, Rose. So that is what you need. Now, I'm going to point you down. I do not have a backup account up for TikTok today. So therefore, I will not be able, thank you, Rose, see comments while we are doing this. Not trying to ignore you guys. I will answer them afterwards, okay? Awesome. Hi, Trisha. So here we go. We're going to point you down. Comments like that are not appreciated, and I'm going to hide you. We're making jewelry. All right, there we go. So we're going to do the Halloween one first. We've got our focal. Now we need to decide what colors do we want to go with that. And I don't think I have a bag of these. I don't think I have a black one in there. I don't. So I'm going to use an orange one. So we'll do that. And then for a bead in between, or beads in between, I could do a black round and make it that way. I'll turn it upside down so you guys. I was going to say, I love having new people in here that are jewelry like-minded individuals. We have fun here doing all kinds of stuff. This is a 15 millimeter. I'm grabbing the 12 millimeter size bag. And I do have a black in that one, so we could do that. I think I like that one better. Thank you. We go live on the tube 4 times a week, twice with tutorials and twice with chats. Or I could do the abacus again, but I think I want to do the round because we didn't have the round before. Just to shake it up a little bit. Or we could even do, hold on, I think I just shot one out somewhere. Let's see, what is this one? Oh, that's a reindeer. I don't want a reindeer. I thought he was like a spooky bat or something, but he's a reindeer. I'm not seeing another Halloween print or anything that I would like. So we're going to leave it like this. Okay. What we're going to do is we are going to cut off about 10 to 12 inches of the cord. Oop. Cut that off. Fold it over. Okay. Thank you. We're going to fold it in half. We're going to put that through the loop, the swivel loop part. You see how we have a little circle? We are going to pull the ends of that cord through and pull that tight. So it looks like that. Now we're going to take and we're going to start with the bottom, because first on is last off with a loop turner. So we're going to do it this way and just put these 3 beads and focal, silicone items on it like this. And when we are going to go towards the end here, and we're going to put that in our little loop of the loop turner. There's a little hooky part, and we're going to close that up, bring these down, and we are going to push those on. This is a nylon cord. This one is a 1.5 millimeter size. You can do the 2 millimeter if you have it. I just don't have the 2 millimeter white in my container right now. I need to go downstairs and grab it. So there it is. We've got our 3 beads on, and we can decide if we like it. If we like it, which I do, I'm fine with it. You take your finger, wrap the cord around your finger so you have a little circle here. Bring your ends through. And then you can use my awl is in my bag that I've been taking, so I don't have it up here, but you can push your fingers down to get that knot right up there and get it tight. And I'm just using my fingers to get this one tight. There we go. See how we got that? And if I'm okay with the length here, I can just tie my cords at the end, which I'm going to do. Just create a loop and then put that in. You're creating a little knot at the end here. So I got one of them. Get that on there tight. I do live events. I'm trying to see these here. I do live events, and in the live events, I do have the items up for claims. If you see them, sometimes some of the items are already out on, we can't say a word here, but we call it studio. It is what a spider makes, because we can't say that word on TikTok. You can go there and look for it there. To do that, you need to go to Carol, C-A-R-O-L, and then J-O-S for CarolJo's, period, C-O-M. And if you go to stringing, you will probably find it in there, like as a category. All right, you see how they're just a little bit long here? I'm going to cut just a little bit of those off. And the cord does fray. To get rid of your frays and to make sure that everything stays in place, let me make sure I got everything cut off of there. There, we got to get that one right there. Okay. I use a butane torch. Thank you, Trisha. And I just got to make sure I'm going the right end. There we go. We're going to take one of these with our butane torch and just singe the end of our cord in the very transparent part of the flame, not out in the really orange or the full blue. And you will just melt that tip. We're going to do it to this other one. There we go. And that's it. We have made our little spooky charm keychain. You can, if you want to put a split ring on here, a large split ring like, hold on, let me grab one. I knew I have some in here. I saw them the other day. There they are. If you just want to put one of these on here and make it a keychain to where you can have your keys on it, you sure can. Or you can leave it like this and put it on a kid's backpack as just their bag charm, or you can put it on a purse. You can do lots of different things with these. Hi, Kay. So that is how you do these. I'm going to do another one, but this one, we are going to add a tassel to the end instead of having the dangles. Thank you for the heart me. So here we go with that one. With that one, we're going to have our focal. This one says, all the pretty girls sip like this with their little Stanleys. Then we're going to get, I'm going to see if I have a white one. I don't know if I have a white abacus in this bag or not. We have, we're going to go with that one. And then we need our octagon, because that's what we're using this time, is octagons. And I could do, I don't want to do the purple because we have the purple tassel. I'm going to do the mint, and I have different sizes here. I have, well, that's not the right color though. I like that color. So we have two different sizes of octagons. We have the 17 and we have the 14. The 14 mint looks better to it. It's not as tealy. It's more minty. But we also have this color. You guys can help. We have this color, pink. It doesn't fit the same pink as that, but it gives us a different texture. I'm going to flip this around, and you guys let me know. Do you think we should do, I'm going to show you so you can kind of see. This one is letter A. This is letter A. And then this one is letter B. Which one should we do on there? A or B? You guys get to vote. And I'm going to hunch down to see what you guys are putting in the chat. Okay, we're tied here. Oh, A is winning right now. A is winning. We got more A's. All right, we're going to go with A. So it's like this. This one is going to be just a slight difference than the other one. I'm going to turn it around so I can put it on my loop turner correctly. We're going to put the mint green. I don't remember the exact color of this one. We are going to put our white bead on there. It's an abacus, and then our focal. I am going to do a little bit longer on this one because we're going to be tying it a little bit different, and I will need to use my knot grippers for this one. So I'm getting those out. So I'm going to grab my ruler and do probably about 15 inches of cord just to make sure I have enough. Some people just cut and they're like great at getting it right. I'm not always great at getting it right. All right, we're going to put our cord ends together, find our center. We've got that little loop there. We're going to put that loop through the swivel part of our swivel snap hook swivel. That's what it is. So then you get that little loop there, and then these are down below. So we're going to take these through that hole and bring this together. So then you've created a little knot like this. How much time for what? We're going to add on the first 2 beads. We're not going to add all 3. So here we go. We got 1 and 2 of our beads on. We're going to get those on. The reason why you do that adding it here at the end is in case your little hook snags the cord, it will it'll do it down at the end rather than in the middle of your project. So we'll have it like this. That's our first part that we're going to do. Take 1 of your loop or of your pieces of the cord, just 1, and then put that on your loop turner and put on the octagon bead. So one side is out, one side is in that hole. Now what you want to do is take your tassel, and you want to put your cord through the tassel. If it is not going through very easily, what you can do, because it's not wanting to go through very easy, we're going to grab our torch, lighter, whatever you're using. We are going to singe that down. We're going to make it so it's a little bit there, and then we're going to cut it at a diagonal so that we create a little he is being very difficult. There we go. There. We're cutting it at a diagonal to create a little bit of a, well, he does not, whoop, I cut him off. I cut off all my burnt part. We want to create like a needle-like effect at an angle so that it'll slip in there. There we go. There, see how quickly that went in? And it's only because I'm going to show you. Do you see how that's at an angle a little bit? And this side just goes in and it just slips in. And instead of trying to get all of it to go in right away, just by doing that little thing, that's all we need to do. All right, so now we have our beads all on, we have our tassel on, but we have the 2 cords. We are going to take our loop turner, we're going to go to the top of where it's by the white bead here of our octagon, go back through so I can grab this piece. We're going to put him in that little hook part, and we're going to bring our cord through. Now, if you notice, we got some space there. We don't want that space, so we're going to set everything down. Make sure it's not all tangled and stuff. Bring our beads up, grab our piece that had this on it, and sometimes if you pull hard enough, You may pull this into your bead, and that's okay if you do that. What we're going to do here is we are going to tie this. So we're going to just tie a knot, bring it close together, and pull. Hey, I might not need my those. I'm getting this. If I can hide this knot. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to go from the focal down this way. And I'm going to just go through this. I'm going to grab a hold of one of these, and I want to bring it through and pull him. And then I'm going to do it on the other one. You can do them at the same time, or you can do them separately. It does not matter. Bring that through. Just pull that. And by pulling on that, do you see we don't even see our knot? Everything is all snuggy there, but we got to cut these off. So what I do is I just open this up, grab my scissors, cut these off, throw those away, grab the torch, and I'm going to singe these here. If you have a print bead, here, you got to be careful not to hit the print bead because this could torch it. Hi there. Sorry, I'm having you guys pointed down so I can't see comments all the time. So I'm not trying to ignore you, but that is how you do one of these with the tassels. Well, hello, Natasha from North Carolina. I'm going to bring you guys up so I can see comments. If you guys commented and I didn't say something, please let me know. But we can do a couple more of these. I just got to find some more focals. They're just down below my desk here. But there it is with a tassel. And then here is one with using the string. You can do either way. But these are so simple to make. So we got the ghosty. And then we have the all the pretty girls like to sip. We want to get, there we go. So for those of you that are new, I do on both TikTok and on the tube tutorials, try to do at least 2 a week, and chats I try to do 2 a week. This week we are doing a little bit modified schedule, and I only have 1 chat scheduled, and that was yesterday, if I remember correctly. We do have two tutorials. We'll have another one on Friday. I do more than just the silicone beads here with like this style of things. So Friday, we're actually going to be making earrings, and we're going to make earrings that are like these, where we have a focal bead and then we have the fringe dangles. We're going to do those on Friday. And it'll be the same time on Friday as we are right now. It'll be 2 o'clock Central for about an hour-ish. So I just think these are so cool. And it's a way to use different shaped beads. You don't always have to have the abacus or the, and I'll show you guys just for those that are new. These are the abacuses. They are thicker and they are rounded and they don't have a point here. You can also use the lentils if you want. Lentils are these. Lentils are, you know, they're rounded, but they have like that point in the middle. That's a lentil. So we're using the octagons and bringing in some octagon shapes. So we will have the octagons on a app that I can't say here because TikTok doesn't allow us to say it. But we will have those on Thursday at 3:30. If you look, thank you. If you look at a pinned post over here on TikTok, you will see what app it is. And then for you on the tube, if you look at a short that was from Sunday night, that has my whole schedule for the week, and you can see which app I'll be on. We do, I got to think about it. We do lives on 3 different apps, and then I post on 4 different apps. So you'll see all kinds of fun things. So I just want to let you know, we're not all about, we do lots of things. We do chats, we do makers meetups, we do tutorials, and we have live events. Live events are on 2 different apps. They're on TikTok, and the other one I can't say. So yeah, so that's what we do. And I want to say welcome in. Truly, I really love our community here. So I hope you guys have fun. Now, these are the 2. We're going to go. I still have 2 here on my desk. So I can make a couple more of these. So let me see what I can find down below. I have a box of focals down below. You will not see focals on the studio because I do not have pictures of them. So we will do those in live events. I want to find something different for one. Oh, we could do one of these. We could do one of our flowers. Thank you for all the follows, everybody. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. Let's see what we can find to go with it. All right, maybe we'll try one of our larger. I don't have very many of the larger ones in here. These are mine. Whoops. That's what I have for the large ones. Let's see which one goes best with this. We could do this. Ooh, I do like that. Or we could do the purple. I don't know. We also have this one. So I'm gonna let you guys decide, but let's get some other ones. So we're gonna do this with a 17 millimeter. When I put you guys down, we'll have them all and you guys can vote. I just need to get or is it this one? Yep, okay. I'm gonna do different beads, so you guys get to pick. Ooh. Yep, okay. We gotta pick one more bead, everybody. I might do another one of these. Hold on. Yep, there we go. Nope, not that one. There. Okay. All right. Sorry I'm not welcoming everybody in. I hope everybody's being kind to each other and welcoming because you guys are a great group. I know you are. I don't even have to hope. I know you are. All right. I'm going to point you all down. You guys are going to vote A, B, or C, okay? So here we are. This is the next one we're going to create. So let me get both of you all down so you both can see here. All right, here is A. We have the sunflower. We have a pink. And then we're going to have the green teal color. So it'll look like this. Let me get my fingers out of the way. That's A. B will be the purple, a yellow abacus, and the sunflower. And then C is going to be like the magenta, the circle, and then that. Woo, he's a little wobbly because he doesn't want to sit. So you guys get to vote. This is A, B, or C. Let me know which one you guys want me to make. And I'm going to huddle down. We got one vote each for ABC so far. Now we got 2 for this one's in the lead. Oh, these 2 are tied. Now we're back to A. Change to B. Now we are here. All right, we'll do B then. Let me move these out of the way. putting them away. All right, now I am going to do it with the cord at the bottom and not a tassel. So I'm going to go with about 12 inches of cord here. You can use a ruler if you need it, or you can know if you know how to gauge things, which I don't. You can gauge it too. I'm just not good at gauging it. All right, we got our toggle. We're going to bring the two ends of our cord together. Find the approximate. It does not have to be exact, but try to find the middle. Go through our swivel part of our lobster, or this isn't a lobster, this is a snap closure swivel. So go through there, and then you have up here your little loop. We're going to take our ends, bring them over the top, and put them through, and then pull that down. And we have then a little, like, I forget what it's called, type knot on there. And then you're going to start with last on. So I got to go this way. So the last one on is going to be the first one off. So I want to start with my octagon on the bottom. I'm going to do the lentil, and then I will do my focal. So that's what it's going to look like, everybody. Down towards the bottom, we're going to take and fold this over towards the bottom, and then we're going to close up our latch. There's a little hook with a little latch, like, you know, when you did latch hook. So we're going to close that up. We're going to turn this upside down, and then we're going to pull all three, except for one of them came off. So we're going to have to redo it because one decided he should slip through. Whoops, let's do backwards. There's, there, and there. Okay, let's try that again. I was like, wow, that really went really easy. There, that's better. All right, we're going to take our hook off. There we go. And there we have it on. I'm loving that one. We're going to take our finger and go around our finger with both cords. Bring those cords through the middle. If you have an awl, which I might have my bead reamer. I can use my bead reamer instead of the awl. There it is. You can take the tip here, bring your thing down to your bottom of that bead. So I want it all the way down here so that I can get that knot as close as possible to the bottom of that bead. This is a bead reamer and not an awl. An awl works awesome to do that. We're going to pull that tight. There we go. And if you want to pull it even tighter, you can take flat nose or chain nose pliers, grab a hold of the end, wrap it around, and pull too. You can do that too. He's tight though. All right. At the end here, we are going to put some knots. These are a little bit longer than I really want them to be, but I don't want to cut them off because I want to have enough room to put the, to create my loop. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to create my loop. I am going to put this down right about here. You can just guesstimate how far you want that down. If you notice, I have a lot more here than I've had before, but when I cut it off, this is how long it's going to be rather than the whole thing. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to create that loop, bring this into the center of it, just like we're going to tie a knot. Bring that in, get that close. But now I want to go and look at where this is going to go because I want him to kind of be even. He doesn't have to be perfect, but he just needs to be somewhere close by that other one. And so you're just eyeballing it, and then we've got that. we are going to cut off this extra cord here using our scissors. I'm going to do one at a time. Cut that one off. And then I shot the cord across my table. There, we cut that one off. Now we're going to take my butane torch. You can use a lighter, whatever type of flame you have available to you. I'm going to show you here. Do you guys see where you have the flame out here, but you can't see it as dark as there? You want to be in the area where the flame isn't so intense so you don't burn it. We are making keychains here with silicone beads. So we're going to turn that on, and at the end of the flame where it's not so dark, just put that in there and singe the end. We're going to do it on the other side. There we go. All right, and then we have we're calling these the Octa-Charm, because it's like a charm, bag charm, or you could do it as a purse charm, or you can add a split ring to it, and you can make it a keychain. So that is, I'm going to bring this up so it doesn't look so like laid funny. There we go. There. And that's what it looks like. You can make this go out if you want like that, or you can have them together. This cord will go both ways. So, yep, so that's what we did. Yay. I still have one more lobster claw, or why do I keep calling them lobster claw clasps? Those are snap hooks. See, what a snap hook is that you can just push it in, and then you can just put it on something. And you guys are going to laugh. I got to show you so that if you're someone that needs to do pictures, so if you would have seen the video I posted yesterday about this, it's using this one. Do you want me to see? I'll show you how I did the picture. It is on my earring. It is literally, I just hooked it on there like you would a purse. Took this picture, went into Canva, removed the background, and then added my background that I usually use for my pictures. That's how I took the picture, everybody. I just thought I would share that with you. Because somebody was filtered. Darn it. I just want to show stuff so that you guys don't have to sit here and like rethink things through. Or if you have little tidbits like that you want to share, our chat times is a perfect time for that. Let's see what else we can do for one. I want to find one of our bougie cows, I think. Is what I don't know if I have one in this box or if they're downstairs. I need to take this box and put them downstairs with all the other ones. Well, we have a puppy here. Oh, I get it now. I see it now that you said that. I'm going to use this dog one. Okay, we have the puppy one. We're going to use this one next. So it's kind of like, oh, hold on. She usually checks too. I'm going to send her to, sorry. That was actually my sister. So we have the puppy. We're going to make it into one. I am thinking I'm going to use, I was like thinking a pink one, but I don't have very much pink in here. I don't like that one. Wonder if, oh, this matches the collar. We might change this up with what I was thinking. It reminds me of when you were talking about that, the lamp from The Christmas Story, is it? I'm like, I've never seen the movie that the lamp is in. But do you know what I mean? That's in the window. Anybody? Anyone? All right. I'm going with this and this, and now I just need to find something in between. Now that we're all talking about this, now we're all going to be like, oh, ooh. I want to see if I can find that pink that the tongue is of. And the little paw and the cheeks. I don't want a 12 or 15. Maybe I want a 12. Or is this one it? Nope, that one's too light. I do not know why, but I have 2 bags of Octagon. The collar is that color, so we're going to use this. Hello. I just told him you were trying to call me. I'm like, well, that's really odd. She normally like goes and sees if I'm live before you call. I'm not liking that. Okay, it is a, don't like that. How about, I'm changing it up. Well, when I get done, can I call you, or did you listen to my voicemail? Did you get my dilemma? Black. I don't have a black Octagon in my bag. So what I think I'm going to do, you got a text. Oh, yes, I texted you. That's right. Sorry, I forgot how I got a hold of you. What do you guys think of that? For this one, a black one for that one. I'm going to show you over here. What do you guys think? I can change it. I'm not setting it. Do you want me to change this to black? With the brown I had? Okay, I can grab the brown. The brown I had was this one. With that purple or black? Okay, Nordic Luna. I'm going to put the brown on. Whoop, there we go. Oh, I like that better. What do you guys think? Nope, I don't. With the black here. Okay. We will. I just got to find it in one of these bags. It's in this one. Nope, that's blue. There's black right there. Okay, you guys can let me know. Do we stay with black or do we go back to purple? A for black, B for purple. A or B? Okay, I will, Jeannie. You guys got to let me know. What one do we want to do? A or B? Should put them right there. Near. I got to go show over here and back. A. Okay, we're leaving it with black then. How about this, Joya? That's A. All right, I'm going to point you all down again. There we go. All right. We have an upside down ruler. About 15 inches of cord. We're cutting that off. We are going to move the ruler out of the way to get one thing out of my way. Take our cord, bring it together so our ends are even. Find our center where we got a little loop. Bring that loop through the swivel part, that D part of our swivel, like so. Take the ends of our cord and bring them through the middle of what that opening that we made, that loop. Hi, Gladys. And there we go. We've got our cord on the keychain. Now we're going to take our 3 beads, and we're always going to put them on. First on is last off. So this is the one I want first, so he's up at the top. He's going to be up here. We're going to close it up. We're going to push those 3 beads down. It's okay. We'll always have it. If you don't get it from this one, you can. Thank you, Lisa. You can always watch the replay on the tube. And then we're going to pull those 3 down. So there's what we have on our keychain. Take our finger, go around our finger, and you have your circle. We're just going to create a knot by taking those 2 ends and bringing them through. We're going to get that. I'm going to grab, this is my bead reamer and not my awl. I prefer an awl for this. Now that I've used one, I'm like, woohoo, it works slick. We're going to bring that knot as close as we can to our beads and then pull it tight. There we go. He is right up there. So our beads are all snuggy in place. We're going to create the lady legs now that we've looked at it that way. We're going to create 2 of these. So we're going to take one side and create a knot. Just wrap it around your finger, create a knot, and then bring it down to how far down you want to go with that knot. How long do you want them to be? So we're going to do that. We're going to do our other side the same way. And then we're going to look and try to get these as close as possible to the same length. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I just eyeball it and try to get them to be close to each other. Kind of like that. You see, they're not exact 100%, but I'm okay with that. We are going to take our scissors and cut off this excess cord. There's one piece, and then here's the other. Grab our lighter or torch, whatever we're using. The part of the flame that isn't the brightest is where we're going to put this in at. And we're just going to singe that down so that we can singe it so it doesn't fray and then it doesn't unravel. Now we're going to do it on the other side. There we go. And there you are. I'm going to bring you guys back up. There we go. You can do that if you want. I just don't do it. But yep, that's something you can do. Thank you, Mona Lisa. There is our little puppy. So yep, you could put like, hi there, Angel. On the Zon, I just put in their butane torch and found it. It came as a 2-pack on the Zon, but they do not come with the butane in them. So then you get little cans of butane to put in there. And then you go to your husband and say, honey, I need you to fill this up because I don't know how to do that. And he goes, well, why did you buy one? I have a couple out in the shop. And I go, because I didn't know you had it. That's literally what happened at our house. But yep. And this is the URGRETTE. Yep, that's what they are. And I will tell you, these are a lot better than doing them with the lighter. Your lighter, it gets hot when you're doing it. This just works better, and I'm glad I ended up getting them. I didn't even need my knot grippers today. I was able to get those tightened without. If you're someone that doesn't have strength in their hands, as we get older, we lose the strength in our hands, and I'm getting there. And so I use my knot grippers sometimes, but I didn't need to do that today. I'm so excited. We are 800 away, everybody. Let's get there. So this is my example that you guys would have seen in when we've talked about this or when we did our video for that. I know. And then these are the 4 we made. So we made 4 different ones. And we did these with directions in an hour, just chitty-chatting. So they would just take minutes to make. And they make such a great gift for like the kiddos. They can use these on their backpacks as bag charms. You can make them for friends to dazzle up their purses or a bag. Like I have a computer bag that I could do that with. And you can do all just different ones. All the different focals. I know. That focal one. And we showed you how to use, see, and it was funny. I told you guys sometimes that little part where you put the cord on will go up inside that bead, and that's okay. And that's what happened here. When we tied him up, he went right up into that bead. So you don't even see that little loop thing. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. So that, and we got to 10K, everybody. Woohoo! Awesome. So what that means is, for anybody who is new, we do, I bet you she will too. So anybody new, Buttercup is my granddaughter, and she comes in here and just like, I will be like trying to save something for a tutorial, and I'll be like, do you have it? Because I need it. She just like, whoop, it's gone. I'm like, you have to start asking, little one. I love you dearly, but I'm like, this is a 2-word color. So guess a 2-word color. Hi, Beads, Beads. And whoever wins will win something here today. Today is the 21st. Somebody got it. Let's see. Miss Jade, you guessed canary yellow, and you are the winner. We used it today. That's why it was in my head. This is our canary yellow. So you got 5 creative credits there, Jade. Congratulations. So we will have, that's okay. You got it. We will have the octagons, both the 17 and the 14 millimeter octagons on the other app on Thursday at 3:30. We'll go through all the colors that I have available. Then Wednesday, which is tomorrow at 3:30 Central, we will be on the other app, and we are going to do the 12 millimeter size round silicones. They are solid colors. All different colors. This is what was extra out of the bags after I got them ready. So if you were on our live like 2 weeks ago with those, we're going to, here on TikTok, we're going to go back through those again. But I just was going to do it on another platform. So we're going to do that on Wednesday, just to let you know. Whatever you want. I will tonight. I have a debut event where you can do live claims of beads. Tonight we have 2 different pendants. One is a pink star that's the center is cut out, and then we have these really cool golden colored butterfly. They are like I can't think of the words right now. They're cut out. They are really cool. Yep, tonight we have 12 different colors of the resin beads. They are a faux cat eye resin bead. They are just, or imitation cat eyes, the way they worded it. They are really cool. They're 16 millimeters. They fit on the pens, and you can even put them on here. You know, if you wanted to replace here and wanted to do an acrylic bead, you can do that. We have from Sunday's unboxing of box number 2 from the palettes, we had one of the dark blue beads. I finally figured it out. I thought it was going to be dyed because of how dark it is. Nope, it is not. It is lapis lazuli. Ah, I'll show you here. Here it is. Yep, we are going to have lapis tonight. It's 6 to 7 millimeters in size, a full strand. I will tell you guys, this one floored me. How, because when you get to lapis lazuli without very much white in it, it increases the value of it. And so these strands, normally, if it would not have been got with the palette, would have been a lot more, a lot higher value. I've not heard the bead diet. I love that, Gladys. And so it will be a great deal for you guys tonight. I do have 30 strands of it. And then we have Flower Aventurine coming back to the studio. We have 5 different glass beads. We have I can't say the name of the color. It's like, it's a light purple, but I can't say the right name for the color of porcelain bead. It is really a cool color. So we've got lots of different things tonight. I'm trying to remember what else I got, and I cannot remember. We went over some of it last night. We have split ring, or not split rings, jump rings that are gunmetal. And what else? There's one more thing that I can't think of. But we'll also have 1 Gorgonia. I know, I was like, woo. The reflection in it, that is the imitation cat eye, not Gorgonias, resin beads. So yeah, so the lapis, and the lapis has like gold in it. It is really stunning. And I didn't realize when we were looking at it on Sunday, I wasn't seeing the gold in it. And it was like, wow, when I took it out of the bag and saw it. So what my first impression of it is totally different than what it is. And then when I started researching it to bring it to today, I was like, oh my. Patty, that's a good one. See, we have, yeah, it's like a gold pyrite, yes. In our house, because it is so large, I mean, we don't have a large house. I don't want to come across as like I have a big, huge house. It's because we have so many levels to it. And the way everything is, it doesn't work just to have the modem. So we have the modem, and then we have all these like antenna things that are plugged into the wall so that every level gets the Wi-Fi. Oh, so yeah, so that's what we've got going on for tonight. So we'll be back in just a little bit. I'm going to hop off. I need to give my sister a call back, and then we will see you all at, and I'm going to say around 8. Just to let you know, we do have the board of directors meeting, and we do have an executive committee, but I think we will get through it all, and I will be home before 8. Oh, it's just called Superbox. Here, I'll put it in the chat for you. Maybe. Can I chat here? It won't let me chat. Hey there, Ashley. You're welcome. Yep, Superbox is the TV we use. Yep. All right, everybody. I'm going to hop off. You guys all have a good rest of your afternoon. And we will be back here Closest to 8 as possible, okay? Bye.